Hey everybody, so today's video is going to be in empties. I had been waiting to do my empties until I actually do my my testing basket for melting my stash, but my empties got pretty full, and so I just wanted to share it with you guys. So we're just gonna jump right into it. The first one I have here is Don't Kill My Zen Vibe. This is from Rose Girls, and it's grass, cannabis flower, coastal cone zen. This is just a really nice fresh scent. I really enjoy this. It's super green, and I honestly didn't used to be into scents like that, but this one is really good. It was really strong even though it was in one of the muffins, and I would repurchase that. Strawberry Cookie Land. I think I had 4 of these muffins, and this was the last one, and I got I put this one actually in well, part of it in my son's room, and I got a very no to low throw. Like, I could smell it ever so slightly, but yeah, that's one that just didn't do well for me in the muffins. Season of the Witch. This is very off season for me, but I only had a little bit of it left, so I went ahead and melted it. This is Apples and Leaves from L3. This is such a good scent. The most perfect like fall scent. It's apples and leaves, so it's like fruity with a little bit of like the crunchy leaf scent, and I really like it. I also melted through Blackberry Rain from Rose Girls. This was mini melters, and this was amazing. Such a good scent. Yeah, I really love her rain scent, and the blackberry with it was just perfect, and this was super strong. Would definitely repurchase. I melted Helene's Gingerbread House Day. Yeah, Gingerbread House Day from VCS. This is buttery gingerbread marshmallow, and bakery notes, and this is one that was also off season, but I only had I cut it into fourths, and I only had one little bit left, so I melted it in my son's room. And to be completely honest, this is not one of my favorite gingerbread scents. I don't know, it's very ginger forward, but I don't really get any of that like butteriness or almost brown sugar molasses type scent that I get with a lot of other gingerbreads, but it was a decent thrower. Okay, from Harper James, I melted through Fireside Mallow. This is marshmallow, smoke, vanilla, cedar, and clove. This was not my favorite marshmallow fireside, and honestly it wasn't very strong, so I probably wouldn't pick up this scent again from Harper James. I melted through Rose Girls Banana Bread Carbs. This was so good. After melting it, I actually called, because I'm on a ban, right? So I called my mom and my sister to see if they had any that I could trade them for. They didn't, which is fine. I mean, but I've just been on this banana kick. I'm currently melting, is it banana pudding or banana something from Walmart? It's just been really doing it for me. So yeah, this was really strong. I enjoyed it very much, and will repurchase when I can. From Salt Mountain, I melted through Elephant Ears, which is cinnamon sugar, flaky crust, buttery fried batter, and powdered sugar. This is amazing. Just your typical elephant ear scent. I love elephant ears and wax. It's such a good bakery blend, and I would repurchase that from Salt Mountain. From Teddy Bees, I melted through Blackberry Butter Pecan Cookies. This is butter pecan waffles, blackberry jam, and butter cookies. And I'm assuming that this is like pumpkin pecan waffles or something like that with blackberry jam butter cookies. You guys know I've talked about it many times that for some reason blackberry jam butter cookies generally just isn't something I enjoy, but I have to tell you guys, this blend was so good. And you can see it's from 2020. I actually had to repackage it, but yeah, this scent is just so delicious. It's truly a blackberry bakery scent, and I'm not gonna lie, after melting through this loaf, I've kind of burnt myself out on it a little bit now, but I would definitely repurchase that. Lover from Rose Girls. This is All Nighter in stainless steel. This wasn't my favorite scent from Rose Girls. It's very like soapy, and yeah, I didn't enjoy that much. It did throw well though. Crisp and Cozy from Rainbow Melts, Blackberry, Juniper Berries, and Eucalyptus and Sage. This is really good. It's a really nice kind of outdoorsy, yeah, almost has a cooling effect. Really pretty for a cold day, so I enjoyed that one. This was one of my first customs I did with K's. This is Sugar Cookie Crunch, Pink Petal Tea Cake, and Vanilla Swirl. I didn't know what I was doing when I blended this, and first of all, to be quite honest, when I first got this, I don't know how K's does for you guys when you let it sit in your stash, but I've been finding with my K's that has been sitting for a little bit longer, I'm not getting as good of a throw. I remember melting this maybe a month after I got it, and it threw crazy strong and crazy good, and that's why I kind of put it away because it was overpowering a little bit. And now that I melted it, you know, I finished it up, and while it did smell good, the throw just wasn't as, it was like a medium throw. And this in general just smelled like Pink Petal Tea Cake. If you've ever smelled that scent, I really didn't get any of the other scent notes in here, but again, this was my own custom blend, and I didn't like denote like percentages or anything, so that probably had a lot to do with it. But she has a really good Pink Petal Tea Cake scent. This is Don't Be Salty. This is from Rose Girls, Cucumber Rain, Salty Sea Air. This was so amazing. Again, it was in a muffin, but I put the whole muffin in my candle crock in my bedroom. Threw for days. So good. Such a sweet, salty, fresh scent. And you get the cucumber, but it's more of like a fresh cucumber versus like cucumber melon sweet sea body care scent. So I really liked it. From Britta's, I melted through some coffee. So we have Fall Delight, which is pumpkin latte, apple cider donut, and whipped cream. This was really nice. Enjoyed it very much. Would repurchase. I melted through Samhain, which is pumpkin latte, zucchini bread, pumpkin pecan waffles, and sweet and creamy. Really enjoyed that as well, and it threw well. I melted through Sammy, which is library, coffee addiction, and caramelized pralines. I really liked this. I personally on warm didn't get a ton of the library note. It was there, but it was very subtle. But I think that might have been what she was going for with this blend. And I will say, melting my wax now, I'm starting to find that like, if I really want to know like what something smells like, I'm gonna really have to start buying like multiples of things so I can melt it all throughout my open area, because a lot of times I was melting like Sammy with this coffee too, all in my open area, so I really wasn't knowing for sure how something smelled specifically, if that makes sense. So I think like from here on out, if it's a scent I know I like and it's only in shapes, I'm just gonna buy multiple shapes so I can get at least one full melt of that scent throughout, you know, the open space versus, you know, having all these different coffee scents, if that makes sense. From Vintage Chic, I melted through Lizzie Borden Sugar Cookie. I'm assuming that this is the sugar cookie blended with a caramel cinnamon marshmallow latte, but I have to be honest, this for me did not smell like coffee at all. It just smelled like straight sugar cookie. It smelled amazing, but it smelled to me more like a cinnamon sugar cookie than anything else, but I did enjoy it. This Bitty Betty loaf, this is spiced oat milk, and I think it's Cafe Cubano, and this, I took the whole Bitty Betty and put it in my candle crock. I really enjoy this. This isn't as strong on the coffee note as other coffees. To me, it smells more like brown sugar oatmeal, like that instant oatmeal with like a touch of spice, and then there's like a touch of coffee, like the ever so slightest. But this almost smells like it's that brown sugar oatmeal blended with like a really strong sugar cookie or something. I really, really like this though. I would totally repurchase that. One that I am getting rid of that I have, I don't know, this is probably maybe like a third of a loaf. This is pink powdered donuts. This is pink sugar, fluffy fried pastry, crushed nutmeg, cinnamon, sweet vanilla, and confectioner sugar. I just didn't like this, and I definitely didn't like it as it melted, like, you know, as it transformed on the warmer. I don't know. I just don't. It's really, like when you smell it in the bag, it just smells kind of like pink sugar, but on warm, it gets a little bit of that spice in it, and it just, I don't know, it just wasn't doing it for me. I wouldn't repurchase that one, and yeah, I'm gonna pass that one along. And that just goes to show you also that even though I'm doing this experiment where I'm melting wax that doesn't smell amazing to me on cold, there are things that smell good on cold that you can end up not liking. So that is one of them. And then the last thing I have here are some scoops. So I got through this one from Scoopable Tart Wax and Salted Caramel Coffee, Salted Caramel, which is blended with coffee and pie crust. This was really nice. This was a more like sweet coffee blend, but I think the pie crust really helped, and the coffee in here was very strong, like super strong coffee. So I did like that. And then the other thing I wanted to show you guys, so I had a little bit of this vanilla cake batter sugar cookie royale. You can see it's pretty empty now. I've talked to you guys at length about how much I'm not enjoying my Scoopables. This is another smaller one. This is pumpkin pecan waffle, zucchini bread, and sugar cookie royale. So what I did with these two, I had a little bit left in here, and then the small scoop is I scooped out all of the wax in these Scoopables, and this was a brand new one, and I put them in my candle crock. So that might sound crazy to some of you, but I just am not enjoying my Scoopables, and because of that, I really want to go through them as quickly as possible, while also getting, you know, it's not like I bought Scoopables and scents I don't like, so I still want to be able to enjoy them. And it was an interesting experiment trying these in a candle crock. So what happened is initially I put them in, and the strength of these was off the charts. I had them both in one candle crock in my kitchen, and I left to run errands or do something. Came back home. I'm in an apartment now, but I have to go up the stairwell to get to my apartment. I could smell this in the stairwell. It was so incredibly strong. And that was, when did I put these in? I think I put these in yesterday morning. And right now it's simmering down a little bit, but like if you go in my kitchen, you can smell this. It is so strong. So while in a way I kind of feel like it's a little bit wasteful because you don't need a lot of Scoopable to get a scent, I think that's why a lot of people like them. Yeah, because you don't have to use much. It's almost like they're super concentrated or something. So part of me feels like it's a little bit wasteful just because, you know, I'm probably going to only get maybe 2 or 3 days out of this, whereas if I like just put it, you know, like normal in my warmers every day, I'd get way more days out of it because I'm not using as much, but I just really want to get through them. So I will say I haven't tried to dispose of it yet because it's still in my crock right now. So I'm probably going to have to hot dump, which isn't a favorite. So we'll see how that goes. And I will also say it was not enjoyable trying to scoop out all of this soft wax. I'm just being completely honest. Like I didn't enjoy trying to scoop it all out. So I don't know if this will be a long-term solution to getting done with my Scoopables more quickly. I mean, clearly I'm not buying anything this year, so I'm not bringing any more in, but I do have quite a few, and I do also have some scoopables from Zape that are a different consistency. They are much, much softer, almost like petroleum jelly versus like a thicker, I don't know, I feel like L3's is a little bit harder to like dig your spoon into, whereas my Zape scoopables, here I have one here. My Zape scoopables are very soft. Like if I put my finger in there, I'll be able to like put an indent pretty easily. So I don't know if this is going to be a long-term solution, but it was nice to try it out, and I was really, well, I won't say I was surprised, but man, it was an insane thrower all day yesterday. Crazy. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know if any of you have ever tried to do that. And again, hot dumping is not my favorite way to dispose of wax. So I don't know if I will continue with this or just, you know, go back to melting them like normally and using my cotton rounds or whatever to soak up the wax. But I don't know. It was a nice experiment, so I thought I would share. And it's still throwing right now. Like I said, I put it in yesterday morning, early yesterday morning, like maybe 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and it's still throwing now. So yeah, but that is it, guys. I didn't think I'd have enough to do and empties, but clearly I've been getting through my wax. I will also say I haven't followed up with you guys about how I'm melting and the tins I'm using in my warmers. I will share that in my next empties because it has definitely been a game changer for me with melting and how quickly I'm able to switch out wax and get to using new wax. And I've personally found some what I feel like are more effective than the silicone molds, because I don't really care. Well, I didn't really care for their silicone molds when I tried to use those for melting. So I'll share those with you guys next time because I've rambled long enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.